Alright, it is Lookback time again, and we're going back to skateboarding today. We're taking a look at Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. The sequel to Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Obviously, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater was such a huge success that they immediately came out with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, which wound up being just as good, if not better. And since then, we've gotten an entire franchise out of it. This is the Dreamcast port of this game. And I have such fond memories of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, and I like the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater franchise in general, but Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 is one of my favorites. And obviously this was ported by Treyarch. It's become a really big company since then, obviously with the Call of Duty franchise and so forth. And I would skip these intros normally, but I love the next one coming up, the Neversoft intro. It's one of my favorites. And a lot of people make comments on this, that a lot of people say that the intros are sometimes better than the games themselves, which from this generation was kind of true, at least in terms of appearance. Graphically, the intros always looked awesome. And I loved this intro. This was back when, you know, the intros in the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater game were just entertaining. You know, they always had a song to really make them to. The next one being Ace of Spades or Motorhead. This one is Guerrilla Radio by Rage Against the Machine. And we'll skip over this, that way we can get right to the menu. And I like this menu screen, this wheel-based menu screen that they have. And we're going to look at most of the modes. Again, these lookbacks are meant to see how these games hold up after all of this time, which this game was made back in 2000. This game is 12 years old, surprisingly. And it's hard to believe. With these games, it always feels like yesterday because they're such great games. We won't really take a look at Free Skate in single session because we're going into career mode, and pretty much all is the same except for Free Skate, which has no time limit. We'll take a look at Park Editor and Create a Skater, which were new features introduced in this game for the franchise, and see what they looked like back then compared to what they looked like later on in the series. And okay, let's get started with career mode. Start a new one. Yes, I know. And we will get Tony Hawk here. Why not? And same basic concept. 8 levels. Even though I think this one has an extra one. I think. Didn't it? I think there was a unlockable. I think it was Roswell that was unlockable in this. I think. I could be wrong on that. Let's get to the hangar. Let's get started. Now these challenges were changed from the first game. In the first game, it was 5 challenges only. They upped the ante a little bit with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, created 10, and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 did the same. When it got to Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4, they changed it to kind of a free roam type of thing, and you can go to the challenges randomly. So they created more. It went up to I think the highest it got was probably 20. I think maybe a little more than that, maybe 15 through 20. That's my guess. It always seemed like that because it's just a long list of challenges. And okay, let's do this. See how many we can get here. And get the... There we go. That's one of those. Now all we need is the E. There we go. Not too hard. Already got skate. This is my favorite. I always love to watch this helicopter take off. That's pretty cool considering when this was made. Oh, I screwed that up. I meant to go up there. Oh man. Come on, I want to get up there. There we go. Get the hidden tape. Hidden tapes are always the easiest to find on the first level of the game. And let's see, let's complete the barrels here. That's 4. I know we got 5. Where's the 5th one? There it is. I didn't even see it either. I wasn't even paying attention. Kind of ran into it randomly. And that's 4. I think I know where the 5th one is. Oh, I didn't go high enough. Come on, can we get it? Yes, we got it. As I land on my head. And I think we got enough to move on to the next level, which is the school, which is my favorite from this game. And we didn't make it. We need $1,000 to get there. Which means I should probably try for the pro score. We'll do 2 levels in this game, and then we'll move on to the other modes. And let's retry. Now, if I had to say anything, and we'll do the half pipe to try to get the score. If I had to say anything graphically about this game, it looks phenomenal, considering its age, especially for the Dreamcast. The Dreamcast version always looked slightly better than the PS1, and the Dreamcast could actually go way beyond the PS1. It's just that developers didn't really know how to develop on it at the time, so there was a lot of confusion on how to really make these games look as good as they possibly could. So a lot of games tended to look more like high-resolution PS1 games, but the Dreamcast version holds up pretty well, and I was really disappointed to see that there was no Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 on the Dreamcast. I was very interested to see how the Dreamcast version would look. And we already got the pro score, but might as well try for the 75,000, which I doubt I'm gonna get. Now, one big difference here, as you're probably noticing, there is not a heck of a lot of tricks in this game. You kind of wind up doing the same thing over and over again. I might actually make it. Come on, come on, come on. Oh! Oh, darn it. Might have screwed myself up. And we did it! Alright. Let's get out of the half pipe and just kind of skate around until the timer runs out. Or I can do this, just for fun. Alright. So we officially unlocked the next level. Yep. The school. Again, love the school. It's my favorite. Alright. It's my favorite trick. Always do this at the beginning of the levels. And of course, our favorite addition to the school level, the golf cart, has pissed off many fans. And I always thought the golf cart was really funny because you can never really see it coming a lot of times. Ugh. I don't know why I always have trouble doing a wall plant in this game. I have a wall ride, I should say. Okay, I just want to get the damn bell. Come on. There we go. Much harder than it looks. Ow. That's always nice. Try a wall ride and just go completely into the wall. How did I miss it? Well, it was obvious I was going to miss it that time. Screw it. Screw the bells. I'm just going to skate around. Well, I did get one goal. Kind kind of easy, considering the fact that I pretty much beefed it the entire time. But yeah, this game looks great. I know I mentioned it, but it does look great. And we've got 20 seconds left. We'll end this. We'll end the look back on the gameplay here once the timer runs out. And I'm very impressed so far. You know, the game holds up really well. And honestly, I wish that the Tony Hawk games had remained this way, just about skating, you know, nothing else. As the series kind of gone, they kind of got away from skating, and that's kind of both a good thing and a bad thing. I like how it kind of got away with it with Underground. You know, they kept the skating prominent, but you know, after Underground, it seemed to go less and less towards skating and more towards other things. You know, like Underground 2 went away from skating quite a bit. You know, but this is how I like Tony Hawk. I like all the skating like that, and I think the games are better that way. And yeah, let's get out of this. And let's quit.